Welcome back. The second half is coming your way right here on the SAGU Sports Network. The Lions do lead 55-40, in part thanks to very good shooting from the field, but both teams have shot well overall. 42% for the Lions, 43% for the Eagles. A big differential here could be the free throw shooting percentage. The Lions shooting close to 85% and the Eagles shooting just under 47%. So not a good shooting night for the Southwestern Christian University Eagles. The Lions also tallying up 10 steals, but the Eagles also racking up 9 steals. So a lot of turnovers here, look to be cleaned up a little bit here in the second half between these two teams. As Southwestern Christian will start with the ball. Diaz goes down low to Cole, kicks it back out to Diaz, leaves it for Scott. Down low to Cole. Cole driving on Tipton and just bodies him out of the way. Lance Tipton too small down low. Up ahead, here's Desmond Metter. And he's going to get called, or rather a foul on Southwestern Christian, a block down low. Metter's going to go to the line here for 2. That one on Diaz. As that is Diaz's second foul of the game. Metter is 4 for 4 from the line tonight for the Lions. All his scoring has come from the charity stripe. He misses the first of 2 this trip. Metter looking to go 1 of 2 from the line here. Metter's second free throw attempt is no good. Rebound. Up ahead, here come the Eagles. Down low, here's Cole. They look to be feeding the big man down low. He can't hit this time. Rebound brought in by Sims. He's up ahead. Gets past Diaz so fast there, and Sims up, can't get the shot to fall. Patello with the rebound, loses it, and then in the hands of Williams. Williams up ahead, leaves it for Scott. Scott, the layup up and in and easy. And then Coach Deal right there, he's going to call a timeout as they have cut it to 11. Have the Eagles. And less than a minute gone here in the second half. Coach Deal wants to get his guys in a huddle and stop this momentum or stop this run by the Eagles. Southwestern Christian has quickly cut this to an 11-point game. And it was 15 right before the Lions have allowed 4 straight points. Here's Cameron Hill, who did the bulk of the scoring in that first half for the Lions, 18 points. Hill kicks it out to Tipton. Tipton swings it to Metter. Metter to Patello. He's going to take a long 2. It's good. Jalen Patello. A smooth stroke there from the corner. Here's Scott up ahead. And the Eagles slow it down a little bit here, 57-44. Scott driving. Good pass to Cole, gets stripped away by Metter. Cole back up, and he converts. They are looking like they're going to feed that big man down low.
Yep, and he's playing hard and getting his hands on a lot of the balls. So you might as well feed the beast while you can, while you're getting good action.
Patello for 3, and no good. Long from Patello.
Patello, that he can make that shot. So it's not a bad shot. Good feed.
Casey Cole is going to go to the line here for 2. And this could be Patello's 3rd foul. He picks it up early here in the second half.
And kind of look how relaxed the Lions are in their defensive stand. That's not, they're being passive, letting the ball come to them, and that is not where they excel. They excel very much so when they're able to create and they're on their toes, really pressuring and maybe even gambling a lot of times. It energizes them, and you can tell the enthusiasm comes off of that execution.
There you see Casey Cole, 7 points on the night for the Southwestern Christian big man. And look to have some more scoring from number 21 as they do look to be feeding him the ball down low. Almost exclusively here to start the second half. Here's Sims up ahead. Kicks it to Kashila. Kashila was playing well in that first half. 11 points for the freshman. Here's Sims. Driving on Williams. Floater up and in. Darren Sims.
I mean, that is just his first instinct is go to the basket.
Driving is Williams now. He's going to get met by Sims and then a foul. I believe they're going to get Darren Sims on this one. And it is indeed Sims with a push on Michael Williams. We'll get a good look at it here.
Yeah, that might have been a good no call there.
The contact looked to come after the ball had been well released.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes you get that under the player control violation. But he took a good hard line and committed to it and didn't go through the player. So I see it a lot of times. See how he comes off of that, and then that is just the momentum from the SCU player going through, which makes contact, which is not infringent on Darren Sims at all.
What a pass by Sims down low. Swearingen gets fouled. He's going to go to the line here for 2. As Sims seems to be cutting to the basket almost at will, but you see Swearingen had a good look at it. Almost makes it, but he gets fouled by Cole. That's just his first for the Eagles big man. Darian Davis checks into the game for Lance Tipton. Swearingen hits the first. He's got 16 points, does Josh Swearingen. Looking for number 17, and he finds it. Josh Swearingen, the senior, coming up big here in this conference tournament game.
And there's that gamble, and that is what Swearingen does so well. And 90% of the time he doesn't get called for it because he does get some kind of ball, but I think he got more hand and arm on the contact there.
Here's Diaz. He's driving. The floater from Diaz is no good. Cole with the rebound. He's going to get fouled again. He's going to go to the line here for 2 on that offensive board, and that is somewhere where the Lions struggled in the first half, was on those rebounding opportunities, where the Eagles just offensive board after offensive board seems to have come their way in the first half, and it looks to be continuing. Cole hits that first free throw. 61-51 now.
Well, SCU is their approach, I think, will be to, little by little try to dig into this lead 1 point at a time. And over the next 7 to 9 minutes, hope that they can get this down to close to a tie-type ball game where they can go back and forth a little bit and wait for maybe the last couple minutes and try to win this in some strategy.
Here's Sims. Sims going to take the mid-range shot. No good. Rebound by Diaz. And he's up ahead. Here's Williams. Long pass to Cole. Tries to throw it off a Lions player. Remington Mitchell comes down with it.
I'm surprised that they didn't call that on Remington Mitchell. He didn't establish his presence inside the playing square there. So
Eder gets fouled by Diaz. That's Diaz's 3rd foul. The Lions look to be combating the offensive boards that the Eagles have been coming in with. They bring in Darian Davis and Remington Mitchell, who are both a couple of their fine big men. But Southwestern Christian just swaps out 4 of their players on that dead ball. Here is Mitchell. Leaves it for Sims. Sims, he's going to drive. Kicks it out to Kashila. Kashila with it. They've got 5 to shoot here. Got to get something off here. Don't know if Sims sees it. He ends up getting it off. No good. That's be a shot clock violation. I think he might have been late releasing that one even.
Yeah, it did look like that. It's hard to tell in real time, but it did Looked like it was really close.
Not a good offensive possession there for the Lions. Here's Beasley. Brings that out top for Lobo. Scott brings it to Madkin. Down low, here's Mayon. He had a good first half. Mayon driving on Mitchell, and a good move. He gives up a couple of inches there to Remington Mitchell.
Yeah, but he's just got a smooth stroke. He knows what he can do and wants to do with the ball and executes really well.
Here's Metter. Swings it to Kashila. Down to Davis. Davis takes a contested two. No good. Bad shot there for the Lions. Madkin loses it, but Scott comes down with it. Scott gets it blocked by Mitchell, and then Mayon comes up with it, and he goes up to the basket and gets fouled. He's going to go to the line here for two. Trevor Mayon is so strong down low as it'll rip that ball away and still go up with a shot.
Yeah, he is. He's extremely strong.
And then another timeout by Coach Deal. The Eagles have cut it to a 7-point lead, and they've got 2 free throws coming their way to look to cut it to a 5-point lead. And Coach Deal can't be happy with how the Lions have played coming out of halftime.
Well, Southwestern Christian is doing exactly what they discussed in the halftime locker room, and that is not being patient, not trying to get it all back at one time, and just take this one possession at a time, play good defense, and do everything you can, crash the boards, and get those in the paint buckets to fall at a better rate than they did in the first half. And that's exactly what's happening right now.
There you see Coach Deal for the Lions, and then Coach John Mack for the Eagles. Coaching up their respective teams, respective squads. And coming out of the timeout, remember, Southwestern Christian has 2 free throws coming their way off the hands of Trevor Mayon, who's been very good from the line tonight, or rather not good from the line tonight. 1 for 3 from the line for Trevor Mayon. As a team, the Eagles are shooting poorly from the charity stripe. They bumped it up to about 62% from 47 where it was to start the half. Mayon's first free throw, no good. He continues to struggle from the line.
It looked like a good shot, just a touch long.
Mayon's second free throw is good. Trevor Mayon goes 1 of 2, making it a 6-point game, 61-55. Cameron Hill checks back in the game for the Lions. Hill driving, layup no good, a lot of contact, and a jump ball is going to stay with the Lions. Hill fought through a lot of contact there. Maybe not as much. It looked
well,
like
he did. He slipped that contact, and that was a good no call. As at least no call on the foul. I think they got it right. Jump ball.
Cody Farmer checks into the game for the Lions. Good pass down low. The foul and the bucket. Cameron Hill is going to go to the line here for a potential 3-point play, but that foul on Sean Scott is his 3rd. Good find by Farmer. Or rather, they're going to get Darius Madkin with that foul, his 2nd, and that's 20 points for Cameron Hill. Make that 21. A ridiculous night so far for the SAGU freshman. The pit bull.
Well, he was having a ridiculous shooting spell from the 3-point line early in this game. Went, I believe, 4 for 4, then ended up 5 for 6. Is that right?
Austin Lobo with a mid-range jumper is good. Cameron Hill is 4 for 6 on the evening from 3. 21 points total. 64-57, stays at a 7-point game. Cameron Hill, mid-range jump shot, no good, but he gets fouled on the hand on the release. He's going to go to the line here for 2. There you see. Austin Lobo is going to get called for his 3rd foul. Free throw up and good from Cameron Hill, give him 22 points. Cameron Hill looking for point number 23, and he misses the free throw. Up ahead, here comes Beasley. Leaves it for Madkin. Lobo thought about it, gives it back to Beasley. Beasley looking for somebody, but he ends up staying out of bounds, and he wants a push on that baseline. There you see Beasley driving. We'll get a good look at this foot, and there it is, just out of bounds.
Walking the tight wire there.
65-57. The Lions lead it now. Here comes Cameron Hill, 8-point game. Long pass to Tipton. Leaving it for Swearingen. Swearingen up, fouled. Layup no good, but he will go to the line here for two shots from the charity stripe.
Let's see if this sets up, if he actually gets position. He does have position. And Southwestern Christian saying, what do we got to do to get an offensive foul call?
First free throw is no good off the hands of Swearingen. Swearingen had a good first half as well. He's got 17 points for the game. Seems to have cooled down a little bit here, has the SAGU senior. Second free throw from Swearingen is good. Here are the Eagles. Diaz looking to get it down low to Cole. Cole's going to set a screen for Lobo. Lobo from the free throw line, no good. Cameron Hill brings it down. Spins around his defender and Diaz. And now he's going to take a deep three. Cameron Hill short, but Lance Tipton there for the rebound. No look pass down low to Hill. Spins, kicks it to Patello, but they're going to get him for a travel. Good idea, just too many steps. We'll get a good look at it here. Cameron Hill down low. And there you see the travel. Diaz, he's going to get fouled by Swearingen. Swearingen disagrees.
Swearingen's keeping his hands up like he didn't move them down at all. But as you will see here on the replay, he reached over right there.
Yep. The 4th foul on Swearingen, so he's actually going to have to come out of the game. And Josh Kashila is going to check back in, as well as Darren Sims for Cody Farmer and the aforementioned Josh Swearingen. Here is Diaz. The second free throw is good from Victor Diaz. Still a 7-point lead for the Lions. Sims swings it over to Patello. Patello driving. Gets cut off and then out of bounds off the hands of Patello. And it's going to go the way of the Eagles. The one thing the Eagles have going for them here in this second half, the bulk of the Lions scoring has come from the free throw line. So with time stopped, they've been able to cut into this lead.
Yeah, they have, and that's exactly how you want it to happen, because also you're not expending a ton of energy either.
Victor Diaz going hard to the paint. Jalen Patello is going to get called for the foul. His 3rd of the game. Count the bucket. Victor Diaz going to the line for potential 3-point play. Here is Victor Diaz, 10 points, looking for a number 11. Diaz shot is good. Victor Diaz, just a good shooting stroke. He is 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. Here is Darren Sims, 4-point game. Sims gets it ripped away by Williams. Pass up ahead for Lobo. Lobo is going to throw it down. Austin Lobo with 2 hands gets up and puts it down, making it a 2-point game.
The Beehive.
Bad turnover there by Sims. Now Sims is going to drive. Kicks it to Kashila. Thought about the 3. Going to take it back. Kashila gets it ripped away by Cole. Up ahead. Here comes Richardson. Gets stolen by Sims. Leads it for Tipton. This would be a big 3. He can't hit, but the offensive board by Sims. And they're going to reset. Sims gets it over to Tipton. He wants to try again. Lance Tipton for 3. This time it's good by Lance Tipton, 69-64.
That was a big deal right there because SCU was about to tie it up with some sloppy play. They threw the ball away, and now the Lions make them pay.
And Cole drives on Patella, who's got to be careful with 3 fouls. Gets an easy bucket. Long pass to Tipton, 69-66. Tipton driving. Right-handed layup, no good. Patello had a hand on it. Lobo tried to get it to Diaz. Cameron Hill breaks on it, gets a steal. Hill driving, gets fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. A missed Lance Tipton wide open in the corner, or on the wing rather. You can see his hands up in the air there. He wanted the ball. But Cameron Hill taking it himself.
See, Tipton should sink down to the corner there. He was going the wrong way and should sink down to the corner so that Cameron Hill can see him. The players are beginning to bunch down, and it's cutting off the viewing angle of Cameron Hill. And I think if Cameron Hill would have been able to see Tipton in the corner, that would have been an easy dish for him.
Timeout by Southwestern Christian as they find themselves down 3 with Cameron Hill going to the line here for 2 shots. 11:15 left to play in the second half. Lions shooting just under 73% from the free throw line, and Southwestern Christian's done a little bit better of a job here in the second half. They're now shooting 65% as opposed to, again, that 47% that they had at the beginning of the half. Southwestern Christian shooting just under 50% from the field, and the Lions shooting only 40% from the field, as opposed to that 50% for Southwestern Christian.
Well, over time, that's going to make a big difference. And as you see, they've whittled it down from 15 to a 3-point deficit, and it's only taken 8 minutes and 45 seconds.
Cameron Hill can extend that to 5 with a couple of free throws here. First one rattles around and falls for Cameron Hill. He's able to hit the first one. Cameron Hill hits the second free throw. That gives him 24 points and gives the Lions a 5-point lead. Here is Richardson, swings it to Williams. Guarded by Tipton's going to use the Cole screen. Diaz down low, finds Richardson. Richardson turnaround jumper, no good. Cameron Hill with the rebound. Good box out by Lance Tipton, keeping Casey Cole away. Here's Metter. Driving up off the glass. Tough play by Desmond Metter.
Very tough shot.
Just 6 points from Metter. Hasn't been a huge factor scoring tonight, but that's a big bucket. Here's Williams, swings it to Diaz. And to shoot. And down low to Diaz, gets broken up by Mitchell for the time being, but that's going to be a foul. And Southwestern Christian is going to get to go to the line here for 2 shots. And Victor Diaz, quite possibly the last person you want to put on the line if you're the Lions, has been so good all night long. 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight for Victor Diaz. First free throw, no good. The front end of the 1-on-1 misses, so Darren Sims comes down with the rebound. Sims gets it to Metter. Metter, he's gonna drive, layup up and in. Desmond Metter getting to the basket at will. 9-point lead for the Lions, 75-66. The Lions have built up a little bit of a lead here. Diaz driving, he loses it. It's gonna stay with the Eagles, 14 to shoot. And some changes for Southwestern Christian. In comes Sean Scott, Trevor Mayon, and David Beasley for Paul Richardson, Michael Williams, and Casey Cole. Shot clock down to 10. Scott, three-pointer on the way, no good. Desmond Metter with the rebound that came off the hands of Jamari Gordon. Now up ahead, they give it to Cameron Hill. Swings it to Sims. Metter, guarded by Diaz. Back to Hill, 24 points for Hill. Uses the Tipton screen. He's gonna take a three-pointer. No good, rebound by Diaz. Now he's up ahead. Euro step floater, no good. He gets his own rebound up, blocked by Remington Mitchell. Sims with it, finds Metter. Metter finds Tipton in the corner. He's gonna take the three, no good. Darren Sims with the rebound, finds Desmond Metter. What hustle there by Sims. Cameron Hill resets it, and they're gonna draw something up here. Still a 9-point game, 75-66 rather. Cameron Hill with it, swings it to Tipton. Jabs, drives, kicks it to the corner. Darren Sims for three, no good. Cameron Hill with the rebound. Can't finish, goes back up with it, and then fouled. He's gonna go to the line here for two. And they're gonna call that on David Beasley. And Southwestern Christian not happy with that call.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be either because that came so late. He goes up, rebound, and now the whistle.
Cameron Hill looking for points, 25 and 26. He's gonna have 25, making it a 10-point game, double-digit lead once again for the Lions. They've tightened the screws a little bit here, John, after Southwestern Christian pulled it within 2. But Southwestern Christian has done so good here in the second half. Cameron Hill goes 2 of 2 from the line, making it an 11-point lead, 26 for the sensational freshman. Scott swings it to Diaz. Selekis now with it. Back to Scott. To Beasley. Back to Scott. Scott's going to drive. Gets it ripped away by Metter, and he's all alone. Desmond Metter up ahead. The layup up and in. Decided to go the safe route and still almost missed it.
Yeah. Well, I think in his mind he was thinking about leaving it off the backboard for Cameron Hill. And he was like, wait a minute, Cameron Hill's like 5'5". Not really. But,
fortunately for the Lions, that one, it ends up falling. Here, you're going to see it. He looks back to Hill like he's going to leave it for him. But fortunately for the Lions, it does end up falling. Because I'm not sure if Cameron Hill is going to go up and get that.
Well, yeah, he can, but the timing's got to be perfect.
Yeah. With a guy on him, we'll take the layup.
In the chase,
we'll take the layup.
Yeah, right.
79-66, the Lions lead. 13-point lead. 8:20 left to go in the ball game. Desmond Metter has come up big here in the last couple of minutes, both offensively and defensively, forcing a couple of steals. And there you see, once again, the bracket for the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament. All of these games realistically should be finishing around the same time, but there you see SAGU leading Southwestern Christian right now. The winner goes on to play the winner of Texas Wesleyan and John Brown. Not an easy road if Wesleyan does indeed beat John Brown, but all of those games will be played, or both of those games rather, will be played on Friday up at John Brown University in Arkansas. So keep an eye out on all of our various social media outlets as we keep you up to date with SAGU Sports scores, more importantly, basketball from this weekend. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Google+, anything you can think of, we have them all. Go ahead and give us a follow. You'll be in tune with SAGU Sports no matter the day or time. Turnover for the Lions up ahead. That's a big turnover coming out of timeout. Sims with it now. Gonna drive on Beasley, kicks it out to Tipton. Cameron Hill for three. It's good. Cameron Hill feeling it right now. 29 points for the freshman, 82-66. The biggest lead of the night for the Lions at 16 points.
What a great game for Cameron Hill in his.
And another turnover. Lance Tipton ahead with it. He's got Metter with him, lobs it up. Metter can't bring it down, and that's going to be a turnover. And then Southwestern Christian right on the other end turns it right back over. Now, John, in a situation like that, Lance Tipton, it was more of a 2-on-3 situation there. Do you prefer him to slow it down?
Yeah,
reset?
Especially at this point in the game. You got another team trying to fight back. They're going to try to make a big run and a big push. And good to just play smart there. No need. This is playoff basketball. So every possession really needs to be considered the last possession. And you play it with as much smarts as possible. Don't get careless.
Here's Tipton for three, no good. Rebound by Diaz, 82-66, still a 16-point game. Scott with it. Scott is going to get called for the offensive foul. Sean Scott's third foul of the game. Lance Tipton is going to draw that charge and does a good job getting those feet set. That ball nearly swatted away by Remington Mitchell anyway. But a good play by Lance Tipton. Still remains a 16-point game. And now it looks like Southwestern Christian is going to come with a full court, maybe three-quarter court press here. Looking to stall the Lions from getting the ball up court. Looks to be like a zone. Gets it back to Sims. Sims gets it past half court down to Tipton. Tipton finds Mitchell out to Hill. And it goes off the foot of Cameron Hill. He was going to have a good look at that one, John. It just off his foot and then a turnover. And Southwestern Christian is going to get the ball back. Unfortunate for the Lions. A good break for the Eagles. Coming up on 6:30 left to play in the game. Three-pointer on the way from Williams, no good. Lance Tipton with a tough rebound over Casey Cole and Austin Lobo. Up ahead, here's Sims. Sims slows it down, gets it to Tipton. He's going to take a three from the logo. Air ball from Tipton, no good. And like you said, John, each possession, you got to treat it like your last, and you don't want to see a player take a three-pointer from 35 feet.
Yeah, not that quick. Let the clock tick off and take that shot around 5 seconds.
Diaz with the offensive rebound off the Williams miss. They get to reset. 6 minutes left to go in the second half. Diaz floater no good. Casey Cole with the rebound. Gets blocked by Remington Mitchell. Saved by Tipton and then out of bounds. SAGU ball off the hands of Casey Cole. Remington Mitchell with another block. Has been so good defensively tonight. There you see it on Casey Cole. Cole wanted a foul. That looked about as clean as it could get from Remington Mitchell. Here is Sims, under 6 to play here in the game with the Lions leading by 16. Remington Mitchell with it. Swings it to Sims. Jabs. He's going to drive. Danny Sims tried to get it off the glass, but it missed everything. Mitchell with it. And it's going to be a turnover. Remington Mitchell's foot on the line, it looks like here. Have a good look at it. Yep, and there you see him step out of bounds. So it remains a 16-point game. Neither of these teams scoring here in a couple of minute stretch. Here's Scott. Bounces it over to Diaz. Down low to Cole. Cole up and in. Casey Cole, good move on Remington Mitchell, who's playing with 3 fouls right now. Still about 5 minutes left to play. Had to be a little bit more careful. And here's Sims with it. Getting it to Swearingen. Swearingen crosses over, goes up, no foul. Lobo with the rebound, picked up by Williams. Here's Scott. Scott gets blocked by Mitchell, and then it goes out of bounds. SAGU ball. Remington Mitchell with another block. I think that's his 5th of the game. Remington Mitchell just a force down low tonight. Here are the Lions, led by Cameron Hill. Again, 29 points for the freshman. 4:45 left to play in the game. Swearingen gets it to Mitchell. Out to Tipton. Tipton, fake to Hill. Swearingen's gonna take a three. It's good. Josh Swearingen hitting a three, breaking the scoring drought for the Lions. 85-68 now. Here's Diaz. And now Lobo down low. Diaz met by Mitchell, misses. Metter with the rebound. They're gonna slow it down. Desmond Metter coming up big here in the second half. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play in this game. Metter guarded by Diaz. Gets it to Hill. Over to Swearingen. Swearingen out to Metter. He's gonna drive. Stop. Get it to Swearingen. He's gonna take a straightaway three. No good. Rebound by Lobo. And up ahead is Williams. Drives, layup, up, no good. Off the hands of Casey Cole. Lions ball. That three by Swearingen was the Lions' 35th three-point attempt of the evening.
And there's a score update in Plainview, Texas. Wayland Baptist up 51-38 going into halftime over the USAO Drovers.
Tipton almost turns it over, but the Lions keep it. Under 3:30 left to play. Here's Cameron Hill. The Lions lead 85-68. Patello's checked back into the game. Metter driving, leaves it for Swearingen. Mid-range jumper, no, or close-range jumper, no good rather from Swearingen, but there's going to be a foul against Jalen Patello. That's going to be his 4th foul. And 1-and-1 here for the Lions. Gonna get him with a hook there, down low on Cole. So Cole to the line for 1-and-1.
Yeah, that was a bit obvious.
Casey Cole's first shot, no good. Lance Tipton with the rebound, and the poor free throw shooting continues to haunt the Eagles. Swearingen gets Cole leaning just a little bit. Metter behind the back, and he's going to reset. 15 to shoot, under 3 to play. Metter behind the back again. Euro step up, gets fouled. He's going to go to the line here for 2, and it looks like they're going to get Michael Williams on the foul. Correction, Metter's going to go to the line here for a 1-and-1. They rule him not shooting. Metter's first free throw is good, so he gets a chance at a second one. Metter's second free throw on the way is good. Desmond Metter with 12 points now for the senior. 87-68, a 19-point ball game now that the Lions lead. What a turnaround this has been, John.
Absolutely.
It was a 2-point game. Southwestern Christian battled all the way back just for the Lions to halt that run and then go on a run of their own. That three-pointer missed by Jamari Gordon. Cameron Hill with it now. Gets it to Swearingen. Swearingen down low to Patello. He's going to throw it down. Jalen Patello getting this crowd fired up. Layup by Lobo is good. Answers right back with a quick layup, but Jalen Patello putting an exclamation point on what has been a very good late second half here for the Lions. Then Swearingen gets fouled. He's going to go to the line here for 2 as they are in the double bonus. Look at this feed by Swearingen. Nice two-man game. Down low, Jalen Patello. That's easy. That's easy offense.
Yeah, he can get up so quick, too.
Swearingen's first free throw is good, making it a 20-point game, 90-70. And with 2:12 left to play, John, and a 20-point lead, do you feel like this is pretty easily at hand?
It is at hand, but you just still got to play it. And you got to play, realize the scenario and play conservative. There's no real reason to try to push the ball, to advance, do anything cute or fancy. Just work the ball around, good fundamental half-court offense, come down, play hard on defense. Don't do anything dumb. Don't get hurt. You're about to go into the Final Four of your conference tournament. So 20-point lead, just be smart.
Michael Williams hits the three-pointer, making it a 17-point game. Patello swings it to Hill, and there you see the patience. Hill slowing it down. 1:45 left to play in the game. Hill drives up and no good. Rebound brought in by Scott. Up ahead, leaves it for Lobo. Lobo layup, finger roll, no good. Swearingen with the rebound up ahead to Hill, and Hill the alley-oop to Jalen Patello, and that's gonna send the crowd home happy.
Yes, sir. That was pretty. Great feed by Cameron Hill. Perfect timing. Patello with the dunk.
Southwestern Christian scores again, but this game is all but finished here in the Schaefer Center. It looks like the Lions will go on to take on the winner of the John Brown Texas Wesleyan matchup. Keep a close eye on that game. Here's Metter, under a minute, 10 to shoot. Metter driving, layup up and in. Desmond Metter, clutch down the stretch.
He just is so good at that skinny angle down there.
Lobo for three, no good. Rebound brought down and then taken away. Michael Williams with it. And then a whistle. They're going to get Josh Swearingen. That's his fifth foul. And
that's it. Last time you'll see Josh Swearingen on the Schaefer Center court here in Waxahachie as a player.
Swearingen again, one of the seniors for Coach Delton Deal, and it's got to be an emotional exit for him. He's had a huge night as Josh Swearingen, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Has just been good all night long. And the fans are loving Josh Swearingen and cheering now for a fan favorite to enter the game, Micaiah Zokowski. There you see the reaction as he gets up off the bench. Number 15 is checked into the game. There you see him, fan favorite Micaiah Zokowski. As hard as a player as you'll ever see, or hard-working player as you'll ever see, is Zokowski.
Yeah, he is. He's very tenacious.
Cameron Hill tries to put someone on a poster, nearly does, but he gets fouled and going to the line for two. I'm starting to change my mind a little bit about that, maybe that backboard pass from Metter a little bit earlier. Cameron Hill could have gotten up there.
Oh, man, he can get up. It is just ridiculous how much look at that vertical.
Austin Lobo almost just became famous for being posterized.
Yeah, the air between the soles of his feet and the floor was dense.
And there is the 30th point for Cameron Hill. Such a good game tonight for the SAGU freshman. Looking for point number 31, and he has got it. Cameron Hill with 31 points tonight. That is his season high of 31. Of course, he had that season high about halfway into the second half. Coming up on 20 seconds left to play, the Lions can be content to just dribble it out. And that is what Kashila will do. Down to 10, and the Lions have punched their ticket to the Final Four of the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament as the fans going home happy with the Lions' big 96-79 win John, with how the Eagles have played the Lions all season long in their 2 matchups, would you picture a victory like this against this Southwestern Christian team?
Well, not in the tournament mode, definitely not. You would think they would come out swinging and really give a little bit of better fight. But it's tough. It's tough to make the quick trip down and just get in the game enough to be able to give it everything you got. And it takes a special team to be able to do that. Going on the road, tournament time, it's very, very tough.
The Lions are one of the teams to look out for here. They could make they could realistically do it, as Texas Wesleyan did defeat John Brown tonight, so they will match up on Friday. Of course, it is in John Brown in Arkansas, but other teams have got to see this victory by the Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, no one's going to take the Lions light. They beat OKC twice this season, and they're the number 2 team. So Oklahoma City knows very well not to take the Lions light. So going in as the low seed in the Final Four, not that big of a deal. Texas Wesleyan has beat them twice, and it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a row.
Absolutely, and the Lions did just that, and in dominating fashion on the back of the freshman pit bull, Cameron Hill. And we're going to hear from Cameron Hill as they get ready to go on the road. He is with Kristen Urban down courtside. Kristen, down to you.
Thanks, Adam. Cameron, you just played in and won your first college conference tournament game. What was working for you tonight?
I was just feeling it. I was very hot. Had to facilitate the ball, get my teammates involved, and that's how we got the win.
How do you feel going into the second round?
Feel good. I hope we play Texas Wesleyan and come out with the win. We lost to them before. We're going to come with the same intensity.
Thanks, Cameron, and congratulations. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Cameron. What a performance. Again, by a freshman.
Yeah,
a freshman.
Let's talk a little future SAGU. What a great team. A lot of freshmen on this team.
It's a young.
And I think that they have overperformed and overachieved what the paper at least would say, and what most people, analysts, would have predicted. They have really come a long way in a short period of time. Freshmen acting like juniors, maybe even seniors sometimes.
And a new head coach.
And a brand new head coach, new system. It's just such a young team. And then they're going to bring back 3 players that you did not even see play a game this year. And those guys, the red shirts, those guys would probably play 40 minutes a game in most schools in America.
It's an exciting time to be a Lions fan.
And if you love Lions basketball, next year is going to be a year, and I'm predicting it right now. Right now.
Let me hear
Conference champions. They are going to sweep everybody. They may only lose 2 games in the conference. And I predict another national championship game, but this time they're going to win it.
Wow, what words by John Cookman. A national championship for next year's Lions team. I'm excited.
You better tune in. You better watch this Lions team.
I'll be thinking about it all offseason.
There are some very, very special players. We had, we'll give you a little peek in. Look at this young man. This is Kobe Bryant Rice. He was redshirted this year, broken leg. This young man can play some basketball. It is a lot of fun to watch. There, Terrence Hubby sitting on the bench, or redshirted this year, will get a lot of playing time. He will just elevate Patello's game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And there's a couple other players that are coming into the system that will come in as redshirt freshmen, and it is going to be an off-the-charts high-scale basketball team.
John, you're not just talking out of the side of your mouth. We have video proof to show what's in store for the future of this SAGU Lions program.
This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. So, guys, this is the last broadcast we have, a basketball broadcast of this 2017-18 sports season. But there's a lot of things going on, so you got to watch.
It's been fun.
Keep your eye, keep your ears peeled to the SAGU Sports Network on all the social media apps. If you're Instagram, if you're Facebook, if you're Twitter, you got to be paying attention because there's going to be some big news coming across from now until the start of football season. And it's going to be very, very exciting. What a great year. Record-breaking year for the Lions in all sports this year.
And we will keep you updated throughout the rest of the Student Athletic Conference Tournament, as well as potentially the NAIA Tournament. So we will let you know as soon as we know through our various social media outlets. But for our fantastic student crew, for a wonderful season, for Kristen Urban, our courtside reporter, my broadcast partner, John Cookman, I'm Adam Ferguson. Thank you for this season watching the SAGU Sports Network.